Last topic of this objective, why was there no agreement about how India should be governed in the years 1927 to 1939. So the last topic is Government of India Act 1935. We need to see first of all why was this act presented by the Britishers, right? So firstly, by the early 1930s, Indian political parties, they had become more vocal in demanding constitutional reforms, and they wanted greater self-government as well. So events like round-table conferences and the failure of earlier reforms like Montfort reforms, the Simon Commission, it showed that limited changes were no longer acceptable to the Indians. All the previous acts, reforms passed by the Britishers were no longer acceptable to the Indians, and now this have been realized by the Britishers too. So the British government realized that without major concessions, unrest and nationalist movements would intensify. उनको इस बात का डर था कि अगर जब तक हम we will not give ample amount of rights to the Indians, so the nationalist movements, they will keep on intensifying. Therefore, the act was presented to satisfy Indian demands by granting provincial autonomy and expanding representation while still keeping ultimate authority in British hands. So they had introduced few reforms in which a few of the provincial autonomy rights were given to the Indians, making them realize that the reason for presenting the act was to maintain British control while appearing to introduce significant reforms. Britishers were showing that reforms have been introduced, but behind the curtain they wanted to keep their control as well. So the Britishers designed the act so that governors and the viceroy retained special powers over defense, finance and internal security. This ensured that despite elected governments, real power remained with British officers. By offering limited self-rule, the British hoped to reduce political agitation, divide Indian leaders over constitutional issues, and prolong their rule in the subcontinent without granting full independence. So this is also one of the strong reasons that they wanted to control the agitation part as well. Along with that, they wanted to give some power to the Indians so that their level of aggression can be reduced. And behind the objective, they had one more objective, and that was the Britishers will also have complete control over the affairs of the Indian government.